I've been bringing you guys live seller calls for just south of 5 years now. Now, here's the thing. I'm not posting these live seller calls and these closings to brag about my abilities or to make it seem like I'm some special kind of closer. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I want to show you guys that anyone can do this, and there's nothing really special about what I'm doing. It's here to help you guys be better inside of your wholesaling business. Now, you're about to see back-to-back seller calls that I did a couple of weeks ago where I was calling speed to lead leads, and I actually purchased these leads live and then talked to these sellers. Now, here's the deal. When I bought the leads, there was nothing special about it. I just made sure that they had motivation, that there was some sort of physical distress element, and that they were in markets in which I knew that there was buyers. So the first one you're going to see was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the second one is St. Louis, Missouri, places that we've done quite a few deals and we know that we have in buyers. Now, during these calls, there's two different types of seller types. Now, back in Black Friday, when we came out with the King Closers War Chest, we had the 10 types of sellers. You have to navigate those conversations differently, and you'll see that inside of these closings. The first one was an inherited property where there's quite a bit going on with the seller and deciding when they're going to be able to sell the property. The second one was actually just a tired investor. So a lot more logical conversation and easier to get closed on the first dial. Now, I've said this time and time again, I have a reputation for doing a one dial close. I always go into each conversation with a seller with the intention of closing the deal. However, based off of the type of seller that you're talking to, that will depend upon whether or not you even have the ability to close on that first dial. Now, the first seller that I talked to, we're still talking, we're still negotiating. The second one, we're under contract and we're looking to close later this month. What I really want you to take away from today's video is you can replicate what I do in these calls. There's certain aspects of the call that are more RJ, right? When the first seller asked me, how do I know who you are? How do I have credibility? Well, of course, I talk about everything that we do and our brand and how you can Google me and look up my podcast and all of that. However, if I didn't have that, which I didn't 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, even when I got started into wholesaling, I was still transparent about who I was and where I was in my journey. Don't be afraid to share that with sellers. The key is they want authenticity and they want to know that you have the ability to close their deals. So enjoy these back-to-back live seller calls from a couple of weeks ago, and I hope it helps you close more deals.
I'm unavailable at this time to answer your call.
Why did it not ring? This man sounds like it's going to be an hour-long conversation.
Hello, may I help you?
Hi, it's Gregory there.
Speaking.
Gregory, this is RJ Bates. I was reaching out about your property there on 37th Street. Looked like you were looking to sell that property. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Excellent. How much are you looking to get for it?
At least about 60,000.
60,000. All right. All right. Well, tell me a little bit about what you got going on there.
As far as what?
Oh, all the stuff.
What do you mean? I mean, you got to clarify what you mean when you say that you got going on.
Oh, you know, condition, occupancy, your timeline, you know, all the stuff that, you know, before I just hand over 60 grand that, you know, what you would want to know.
Yeah, okay, no. Right now, as it stands, there's nobody that's living in the house.
Okay.
Just need some work done. As far as some updating, the kitchen needs to be updated. Bathroom, no doubt, probably need to be updated. There is, I have bathroom downstairs. The downstairs in itself is a livable It's kind of like, what do you call that? Another house, it has, you know, you can set up for, you know, the stove and refrigerator. It's a small kitchenette.
Oh, like an ADU?
Yeah, well, I don't know what ADU is, but, you know, it's enough room down there for another bedroom, because we had it set up for the bedroom, and then we had a little sitting room, and then we had the kitchenette with the stove and refrigerator, as well as the washer and dryer. And then there's enough room on the other side, you know, where we, you know, kind of like store things. So the basement is as big as the house. Upstairs is a 2-bedroom. Upstairs, living room, dining room, and the 2 bedrooms, the bathroom, closet space, plenty of closet space. And other than that, it sits on 2 lots. One lot is just pretty much all grass, and there's a tree that sits in the middle of the yard for shade, and then the house is on the other lot, and we had a 2.5-car garage that was built, which was not there at the time of our purchase of the house.
Gotcha. All right, bear with me. I'm trying to walk down Google Street View. Have you ever done Google Street View on this house before?
Yeah, I have done Google on it. Yeah, it's on 37th Street.
Yeah, it drops you on 38th Street. So I was like looking, and I'm like, why can I not find the house? So it's this little brick house, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a brick house with brown trim.
Yep. Okay.
A fence around it.
All right.
Matter of fact, we have the biggest lot on the block.
I see that. It's very, very big. All right. Now I know what I'm looking at. Let's see here. All right. So it needs some love. What were you going to do with it? Were you going to fix it up and try to sell it, or fix it up and rent it, or what was your plan there?
No, actually, the reason why I'm selling it is because I live in Tennessee now. Okay, and I don't have time. I did rent it at one time, and I had, you know, problems with the tenants, you know, who were not honoring their word and paying on time and things like that. And then they stopped paying their rent. Period.
Gotcha.
And in the wintertime and in Wisconsin, you know, they go from like November, I think, to April. You don't have any tenants put out. So when the break of April hit, we definitely went to court, and I had them evicted.
Gotcha. I've been through that many a times. It's not fun.
Yeah. And so, and because I live so far, I don't have time. You know, I've got other things on my plate that actually I need to be more concerned with. You know, rather than trying to figure out, you know, if I'm going to get rent from a tenant, you know, that's like 700 miles away from me. You know, so and the house is actually owned, and there's no liens or anything on the house. You know, so it's free and clear. You know, I was going through went through a situation with probate, who just now with my attorney, and this will be in January that I'm going to put a sign out, you know, for the house. Right now, I've had some calls on the house, and the things that I'm telling you is what I told them. Pretty much in January, somewhere about the middle of January, you know, I'll be able to sell the house. On that time, right now, I'm looking to make sure that the house is at least gone probably by the end of January
Okay.
at the latest.
All right. Well, let's make that happen. Dollar amount on, if you had to guess, if I were to go in there and fix it up, how much do I need to spend to fix it up?
At least about, it's going to take you probably about anywhere between $25,000 and $30,000, I would say.
Okay.
Offhand.
The 60.
Need new cabinets. It's going to need new. The tenants, in some way, did leave the house in the condition that it was in when they moved in there. And believe me, I lived there for like 40-something years, and so me and my mother, and so the house was in A1 shape. Before she passed, it was in A1 shape when I left. It was not in A1 shape when I got back to see the house and to have them redid it. So I had to have people clean it out, which cost me a pretty penny to have that done. But in the interim of that, the house is vacant. It's going to need carpet, because I had the carpet taken up. It's totally to one, So like I said, the house needs work, but I would say it was worth it. But that's up to the individual that decides if he wants to purchase it or not.
So say I put the 30 into it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know the area better than I do. I've got my numbers pulled up here, but what do you think I could sell it for once it's fixed up?
If you fix that house up and put it on the market, you can at least easily get 145 to 160, I'm thinking, without any problems. Me myself.
Okay. So you need this, you want it closed by middle to end of January, right?
Somewhere in there, yes. I like to close out by that time. Yes.
The only thing I haven't asked you yet, and I don't mean to pry or anything like that, but we're pretty close. The $60,000 number, is that a hard number because you need it for something, or is that just like what you're asking for, but there's a little wiggle there?
No, I just, that's. I thought I was going to ask, pretty much the $70,000 mark. That's what I was going to ask, but then I just said, well, maybe if I just let it go at 60, I probably won't have any problem with the person. I've had a couple offers already, who was willing to do 60,000. And so I'm not pushing for anything.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Why didn't you move forward with those people?
Because of the probate situation.
Gotcha.
I had to wait until it came out of probate.
And it's out of probate now, right?
It's out of probate right now, yes. So I'm just waiting on my attorney to, finish up the paperwork and send me the paperwork with the domicile letters and the whole 9 yards. So that's what I'm waiting on.
If I make you an offer right now and I send you a contract, are you in a place where you can sign the contract?
I'm not, because I'm driving.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like with the probate situation, would you be able to sign a contract today?
I have to have my attorney go over it, and if it's all in good standing, then I would put a signature on it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't do anything without allowing them to, read it first.
Absolutely. But I'm just saying from a probate perspective, you can sign a contract now.
Oh, I'm definitely going to sign a contract.
Okay.
I'm the only one that can sign.
I got you. Okay, very good. Then we're good. So what I'm thinking is, I don't know what the other guys offer you. You said they offered you 60. I'll shoot you straight where I want to be. And I want to do the deal with you. So I don't want to kill the deal over anything here, or just want to shoot you straight, just like you've shot me straight. I want to be 55,000. I want to cover the closing costs. There's no commissions or anything like that. And then we could get it closed in the middle of January. So that's where I want to be. But like I said, I don't want to kill the deal over a couple $1,000s either.
Right. I understand that. And like I said, I'm set, where I'm at. Whoever brings me or send me or what agreement that ever I make with the individual will be the person that I deal with. I'm open, to some areas of that. But again, like I say, I'm not pushing it, because as far as I'm concerned, it can sit there if I don't get what I want.
So
that's why I'm at it.
So tell me this, because I want to send you a contract and I want you to sign it. I don't want you to just sit on it, and I don't want you to call my competition, because I don't like my competition. My competition keeps me from being able to feed my babies. So what number do I need to put on the contract to get you to sign?
First of all, I need to know a little bit about you. I see your number on my phone.
Right.
I don't know anything about your history. I don't know how long you've been in business, or even if your company is, and I'm not saying it's not a reputable company, but, I just, I don't know anything about you. And I would have to do some research, for my own safety as well. And so once maybe that is done and to my liking, then maybe we could talk about moving forward. But I have to do some researching, because there are a lot of people out here that are scamming now, and I'm not saying that's your forte. I'm just saying how things are, and I just want to make sure that it's going to be right with me.
Absolutely. So let me tell you a little bit about myself, okay? My name's RJ Bates III. I was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas. I still live in Fort Worth, Texas. My company's name is Titanium Investments. We've been in business since 2015. I've been an entrepreneur since 2010. I got into real estate in late 2014. I spent $65,000 on a hotel seminar for them to teach me how to buy deals off the MLS from realtors and then sell them on Craigslist. Ever since then, I've been doing real estate. I'm passionate about it. I love what I do. I love buying properties just like this from people and situations just like you're in. Since the past decade, I've bought and sold a little bit over 2,000 properties in all 50 states. Last state I did a deal in was Utah. I don't know why it was Utah. It took me forever to get a deal in Utah. Apparently, they don't like me there. But I've done.
Well, Utah spelled backwards is hate you.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I've done a lot of deals in Milwaukee. I like doing deals in Milwaukee. You can look me up on the internet. You can look up RJ Bates III. I've got a YouTube channel. I've got a podcast that I've been doing since 2017. Got 405 episodes on there. And if you really want to get crazy, there's a show called Zombie House Flipping on A&E. And December 3rd of 2023, I was on an episode. It was called The Cat Poop House. And I went into a house that had a bunch of cat poop and pee, and I flipped it on national television.
Oh, okay.
So I'm about as public and transparent as I could possibly be. So you look me up, you're going to see a strikingly handsome man with an epic beard.
Okay, Mr. Bates. B-A-T-E? Yeah, that's B-A-T-E, right?
B-A-T-E-S.
Mm-hmm. Yes. He's number 3 in the line. It's the third.
That's right. Wait, you know what's funny is we were all Robert John, but none of us went by Robert. My grandfather was Buddy, my dad was John, and then when I was born, they said, "Well, we're not going to call you Robert," so they called me RJ.
Okay. Get you. Yeah, well, definitely. If you just allow me maybe or a day or two to kind of do some researching. I'm driving right now, so I'm really handicapped with doing what I would like to do, and to allow me to get to my house, and I can definitely give you a return call. Once I do that, I don't know how long you're going to be open, or if this is just a number that I call, or if you don't answer, I can always leave a message. I'm sure.
Yeah, so this is my office line, so you can absolutely call back.
Okay.
And it might not be me that answers; it might be someone on my team. I am the owner of the business, but I do have a team that works for me.
Okay.
How about this though? I know you're going to do your research on me and my company, and I'm completely okay with that. I have no issues whatsoever with that. I know you're going to check it out and you're going to say, this is the guy I want to do business with. So, with that being said, I would like to go ahead and send you a contract. So, once you make that decision, you don't have to tell me, hey, send me the contract and then send it. I'd rather just send the contract to you so you could also send that to your attorney and have him review that. Is that okay?
You can do that. You have to send it to my email address.
Yes, sir. What is that email address? Got it. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to write up that contract. Let me ask you this. One of the lines that I have to fill in my contract is that the contract has to be signed by a certain date or it's null and void. So they can't just sit out there forever. So how long do you think you need to do your research with me, send the contract to your attorney so he can review it? How long do you think you would need to do that?
Okay, let me put it to you straight, because my attorney told me around the middle of January, everything would be a go. And so that's why, I haven't really just put myself out there verbatim, because, I just want to make sure I have all my I's dotted and T's crossed before I move forward. And so, I like doing business as business. I don't try to do any shortcuts or anything like that. Just keep it straight, and that's the way I am. And so I don't want you to do something and you have a time limit on it, and I can't perform that at that a time limit. And that's why I said I have to, I'm waiting on my attorney to make sure that I get all my paperwork according to his claim. And he said he should have everything, because it's doing almost like Christmas Eve. So I don't know what's on his books, but I know he's trying to close out, a lot of quick cases and things like that. And so I'm just trying to go by his word. And it's not, because if it was left up to me, I'd sell the house tomorrow. But, matter of fact, I'd sell it today. Forget about tomorrow.
Right.
But I got to wait until he gives me the okay to move forward on that. He said definitely between now and the middle of January, everything will be very much resolved and we can move forward. I could sell the house, So
right.
That's all that I'm doing.
And I think what he means is close on the house in the middle of January. I don't think that this would be a problem to go under contract. So here's what I think, because I'm pretty well versed in this, like I said. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write on the contract that you have until December 20th, which is Friday at 5 p.m. to sign.
Okay.
if we need more time, just call me back and say, hey, my attorney said I can't sign a contract until the middle of January. Okay, that's fine. Then we can start the process in the middle of January. Here's all I want, Gregory. I just don't want, when I tell someone I'm going to do something, I do it. So I just don't want me to offer you, a lot of money for me for the property. And then you come back to me and say, hey, I've talked to 10 other people and I told them you were offering this. So they offered a little bit more and I get into a bidding war. That's the only thing I don't want to end up,
No, listen, I'm a man of my word. And that's all I got to live by. And that's what I live by. And that's my word. If I tell you I'm going to do something, you can take that to the bank.
There you go. That's all I'm asking for. So I'll send the contract over to you. You take a look at it. Have your attorney take a look at it. Let me know. If you can sign it now, then that's great. If we need to wait, that's fine. But you do your research on me and my company. Talk to your attorney, and then let me know by the end of the week. Hey, I think I'm going to move forward with you at some point in time, or no, I don't like what I see, and I'm going to move forward with somebody else. Okay?
Okay, RB3, you got it.
All right. I appreciate you, Gregory.
No problem.
All right. Bye-bye. That was cool. Hi, Gregory. Hi, is this Hashmat?
Speaking.
Hi, this is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on Mount Pleasant. Looked like you spoke to someone on my team about selling that property. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome. How much were you looking to get for it?
65K.
65. All right. Tell me a little bit about what you got going on there.
It can be duplex. Right now it's a single family, but it can be duplex too because it has 2 doors in the back, 1 in the front. Downstairs, 2-bedroom, 1 living room, kitchen and bathroom. Upstairs, 1 bathroom, 1 bedroom, 1 living room. In a closet, walk-in closet with a bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah. So downstairs in the basement, there's 1 bathroom, but it's like half bathroom, and 2 rooms.
Gotcha.
It's a full rehab. We have to do full rehab on the house.
How much you thinking it needs?
I'm pretty sure it needs full rehab, complete full rehab.
Like electrical, plumbing, all the systems, or just cosmetics?
Yes, electrical, plumbing, all the systems, yes.
Gotcha. How did you come up with the price of 65?
There's one guy, he wants to buy it, but he's a local guy.
Uh-huh.
I think he's an investor too, but he's just like buying one house, fixing and selling it, and buy another one, fixing and selling it. So this is how, he put $1,000 for me, like, yeah, I'm gonna, wait for it. I say, you know what, you give me cash, you don't have no contract, nothing. First come, first serve, I'm still holding his $1,000, but it's like cash, give me, but I don't know. That's what he's buying for that much.
Gotcha.
So whatever I'm selling to him, I'm going to sell. But I told him that first come, first serve. There's no contract with him, nothing.
How long does he need?
I think he said he needs maybe 3 months. He said 3 months, but almost 2 months past. 1 more month left.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he said every 3 months he flip a house, I think.
What do you think it would be worth once it got fixed up?
In that area, he sold one of the house for $176. It was not even a brick house. And this also not a brick house, but it's a big house. But that house he sold for $176. I don't know exactly, but it's a few blocks away from my house.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So this is technically already zoned a duplex.
It's like one of those houses that it's a duplex, but you can go from inside to have the door from inside.
Right.
From one of the from one of the bedroom, going door upstairs.
Right.
Those type of those houses. close always that door and make it look like, or you can just leave it as a single family, you know.
Do the properties values drop on this side of 55, the highway?
On this side of the 55, the property value is like the one that mine is on the other side. The other side is good.
Yeah.
On this side is kind of like, yeah, it dropped. On the other side that my house is I think they're working. The city is working on some kind of like neighbor river something, river boulevard or river bluff something, you know, neighborhood. It's just like they're gonna. So they torn a lot of properties on when you go south. They torn a lot of properties like commercial buildings.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. Try to renovate or bring some kind of like Dilmore loop type thing, you know.
Right.
But that's what their plan was, because right across of me there was a church. They demolished that church and they built senior living houses.
So you said 65,000.
65,000, yeah.
What if I said I wanted to pay less? Would the answer be no?
I mean, I can negotiate, but not too.
Right, because you got that guy, but it's 3 months from now, you know?
Yeah, he has only one more month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got 3 months, but he has one contract with him. I called him, actually 2 weeks ago. And I told him, I said, first come, first serve, and he says, okay, no problem, whatever, But no contract, nothing.
Yeah.
Signed.
Because I don't know. 55 is what I really wanted at, but I don't know if you're that negotiable or not.
How much?
55?
55 is too low, don't you think it's too low?
Don't I think? No, I don't think at all. I think it sounds just right.
Let's do for you. For you, I can do 59 for you.
You know what? That sounds pretty good, because it's better than I thought you were going to say. All right. I do want to send you a contract. Are you okay signing a contract with me?
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
All right. What's a good email for you? Yeah, I'm gonna text you from my cell phone, because I actually called you on my office line, so I'm gonna text you real quick from my my cell phone. So then that way
Okay,
you.
it's taking me like 10 minutes because I have a home based business. I have a meeting right now.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, just text it to me when you can. Okay. Home buyer for Mount Pleasant. All right, I just text you from my cell phone. Yeah, just text me your email address, and then I'll get that sent over to you, and we'll get it taken care of. Okay.
It's RJ Bates, right?
RJ Bates, yes, sir.
RJ Bates. Okay, sound good.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Boom, baby. Fuck yeah. Let's go look at this. Where did I start at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 leads. So 15 leads. Gonna send 2 contracts. One is done. I think 2's done, but we're just gonna say 1. But this right here, in an hour and 46 minutes, 15 leads, gonna send 2 contracts. That one is a done deal, in my opinion. The other one, we're gonna have to overcome the attorney in the doing the due diligence and whatever he finds there. But that deal right there, that's in the heart of St. Louis. That's a done deal. I mean, we've probably done a couple hundred deals in St. Louis. The other ones in Milwaukee. You know, again, these are breaking the stereotypes of what is discussed about what we do at Titanium. Okay. These are deals in major metro areas, not rural locations. All right. St. Louis, Milwaukee. All right. These are one dial closes. The other one will probably be 2, maybe 3 conversations. Comping on the phone. Not heavy negotiations. Okay. Didn't have to low ball or anything like that. How much do you want? This is where I need to be. Boom. Let's go. How much did I spend? I don't have the total dollar amount in front of me. Some of these were coupon leads that I only spent $9 on. Some of them, you know, I'm also getting the most expensive leads on the exclusive. I don't ever recommend people do that right off the bat. I always tell everybody go do the coupon club leads. But roughly probably in the range of $2,000 to $2,500. So if we get both of those, the average cost per contract is going to be somewhere around $1,000, with another 13 leads to follow up on. Because I only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only had 6 conversations. I mean, 6 out of the 15 answered. 9 we never even talked to. I talked to this today inside of Titanium University's implementation call. Those leads right there, those 9 is what will differentiate the wholesalers that succeed to the ones that are constantly riding the roller coaster effect. If you're able to get in contact with them, like, dude, I'm telling you, there are some banger deals in those leads that I bought. This one right here in Pennsylvania, it's an SEO lead, tenant occupied, tired of being a landlord. There's no mortgage. The property is physically distressed. It needs a remodel. They've owned it for years. Like, that's a deal. I can almost guarantee you just by seeing what's on there. So this is a picture perfect of what your day should look like as a wholesaler, and just keep rinsing and repeating. Audi, I'm not above average. I'm the best. I'm not the 1%. I'm the there is nothing above this. Okay. And that's proven time and time again. That being said, I don't do anything special, and anyone can replicate what I do. What I just did right there, there is no reason why anyone watching this video could not watch that and then go mirror how to do that on a call with a seller. And we teach it. Like, actually teach how to do this, how to close deals. Because quite frankly, what I've seen in the industry is there's a lot of things about, like, here's the script that you should use. Here's how you can talk to sellers. But how do you actually close the deal? How do you actually have conversations to get a seller to come down? Right? This is how you do it. Is it going to always work? No, I always tell people it shouldn't work 100% of the time. Your goal should be when the price is incorrect and the seller is motivated, your objective is to close 1 out of 9 of those. If you do that, you are in the 1%. That's an absolute fact. And so moving forward, everyone associated inside of Titanium University, these are the goals that we're putting forth. Like, hey, coupon club leads, lower that initial cost to entry, close 1 out of 25. When we identify the sellers that are motivated, but the price is incorrect, we want you closing 1 out of 9 of those. If we can do that over the course of time, you are going to be beyond successful. And you can do it ethically, the right way. You don't have to lie. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to do anything. So there you go, baby. All I got to say is closers close. That's what you came for. You saw it. I appreciate it.